I'm taking the dog out for a walk, I'll just find somewhere quiet and I'll just chat through what I think are just helpful tips to know before embarking on a trip to Animal Kingdom. Gross. Maybe Red can show me how it's done first. Down you go. Down you go. No, you want me to go first? I guess if you're going to Animal Kingdom, you know about the Pandora expansion. So you know all about Flight of Passage, which is the most popular ride. Because we weren't staying in a Disney hotel, we were only able to fast pass 30 days before. If you're a Disney guest, you can fast pass 60 days before. So by the time we were getting round to fast passing, all of the Flight of Passage bookings were just gone. So we had decided, where's that guy? What are you doing there? We had decided that we were just going to go straight to Flight of Passage as early as we could in the morning. But what you can do is there's something called rope drop. So you can queue for a ride before the rope has dropped at the entrance and you can officially start queuing. Pays to get to Animal Kingdom early. We started queuing at 8:30 and we managed to get in a 1 hour queue, which really isn't too bad for Flight of Passage, and it looks gorgeous already. So worth it. Like, Flight of Passage is the best ride I've ever been on. Weirdly emotional, like it's just so, it just feels so real. Like there's just no other ride like it, and it will be the way that rides are going in the future and already have started going. I'll do a ride ranking film at some point, but that's the big one. Like, I'd say get there between 8 and 8:30 and go straight to start queuing Flight of Passage. You basically just go into the park, just walk into the centre where you've got the Tree of Life and then go left, and you'll see like a guy with his queue sign. Are there really good rides? Like, if you can fast pass in advance, which I really do recommend doing. I talk a bit about it in a bit more detail in the Epcot film. You're right there, mate. Let's just assume you can't fast pass Flight of Passage. I would fast pass Rivers of Light, which is the boat ride in Pandora, which it's nice, like it's nothing amazing, but it will have the highest queues. So you want to maximise your day. So fast pass the ones that are going to have the biggest queues and you'll get the most out of your day. The Kilimanjaro safaris, I would recommend you fast pass them for sunset. It was an amazing experience. I've done this safari 5 times and that was the best. The sunlight was gorgeous, so if you are really into taking photos, it's the perfect time. But also the animals are kind of at their liveliest, and we got to see so many. And then the other one we fast passed was Expedition Everest, which is another favourite. If you can, queue extra or like ask to go at the front. I'm not going to say why, but it's just one of those rides where I think it's worth being at the front for. Hello! Should we give him a biscuit? The shows at Animal Kingdom are Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo the Musical, Up, A Great Bird Adventure, and I think there might be one more, but I can't remember it. Rivers of Light at the end of the day. If you only have time for one, Festival of the Lion King. And then food recommendations that I was given that I think were definitely worth it were the spring rolls at Yak and Yeti. Baked mac and cheese was amazing. It had that crispy cheese topping. Weather-wise, Animal Kingdom's a weird one. So it's the hottest. It gets the hottest out of the parks. So I think that's because it's quite enclosed with lots of trees. So it tends to like trap the heat, but also that like it's quite like rocky terrain. So we were there and it absolutely flooded with water, and like it was just collecting in these big like crossroads, and it was sort of like we were wading through water like up to just below our knees, and that wasn't fun. Then there's the Navi River Journey, which is the other ride at Pandora, which is a boat ride, but it's like there's no thrill. It's nice, It's quite forgettable though. Like it feels like a bit of a consolation prize in Pandora, like particularly if you've been on Flight of Passage. Went to Pongu Pongu and had a drink, which was really nice. Insert footage here. This is the Night Blossom from Pandora, Pongu Pongu. Oh, it's nice. It pops in your mouth. Animal Kingdom is amazing. Like, a lot of people think to pass it when they go to Florida, but I thought it was amazing and I absolutely loved it. So please don't. Like, it's definitely got something for everyone as well. I'm trying to think of any other notable. The Kali River Rapids. If it's really hot, do it. If there's a massive queue, don't do it. And if you're not that bothered about cooling off with some water, don't bother. It's tough to be a bug. It's worth doing it for the nostalgia. It was like one of the first rides there. With Animal Kingdom, assuming you can't fast pass Flight of Passage, you just want to get there and queue for that. Like, that's the most important thing, and the most kind of obvious advice, but the most crucial. You know, I think it's worth going to Animal Kingdom just for Flight of Passage. If you have any specific questions, maybe about what to pack, or questions about any of the particular rides, or just any like questions about Florida in general, just put them in the comments and I'll reply. I could talk about Florida until the cows come home, and there probably actually are going to be some cows in here soon. Yeah, I could talk about Florida until the cows come home. I love it. I feel like I've just sort of content dumped on you. Reggie, do you want to go home? What a performer. What is he doing? Do other people's dogs eat that much grass? Now we need to tell these nice people about Animal Kingdom. And we can't do that if you're eating grass.